Good morning, good morning, good morning. You is in Nana's Southern Kitchen, and right now we is gonna make some meatloaf. I am showing you different ways to use my new seasoning that I just came out with. So it is called Nana's Southern Blend. Let me see, could I do a close-up of it? And it's literally have everything you need, down to green peppers, red peppers, onions, the seasonings, everything that you need to make this. This is everything seasoning, meaning that you don't need green peppers, you don't need onions, you don't need any of those things to put in some of your dishes that you're gonna need. I'm gonna show you several different ways you could use this. In my previous video, you see that you can make some dirty rice. And another one, you're gonna see me make some jambalaya or some gumbo. Right now you see that we about to make some meatloaf. Another way, we're gonna make it some beef stew, maybe some chicken and noodle, things like that. Things that you don't have to actually dice up onions. You don't gotta dice and do all of that. I took all that out of it so it can just be easy. This inspiration actually came from my daughters. They like to cook, but they really hate cutting the onions. One cries a lot. The other one always forget to buy the vegetables to put in it. And when she's time for her to cook, she's always like, "Mom, but I forgot the onions. Mom, I don't have a green pepper. I don't have it." But you need to come out with a seasoning that you can actually have all of that in it, so I don't have to worry about getting those things. And that's when the light went off. Like, that's what I need to do. So this is how this is. So this is how I came up with the idea of this seasoning. So I'm going to remove all my jewelry at this moment. And we're going to get on into making this meatloaf. Okay. This is my crusty old. I had this now for about 15 years. This is the original Ninja cooker. Pretty old. Just the original one that they came out with. It still works. So look, if it works and it still serves its purpose, there it goes. So I have like about a 2.5 pound ground beef, and I'm going to add that into my thing. I'm going to break it up loosely before adding anything to it, because I do not want to over mix. The problem with people doing meatloaf, and it's like it's dry, it look like bricks, it have no moisture, things like that, over mixing. So right now, I'm like forking, like fluffing it up before I add anything to it. So I'm fluffing up my meat, and then now what I'm gonna do is, it's like more of a dump. So I'm gonna take my breadcrumbs and I eyeball it this way. I use my palm. I put 1 palm, see, of breadcrumbs. Listen, we're not making bread, we're making meatloaf, okay? I want to taste the meat. I don't want all that bread and filling to it. That palm full of breadcrumbs is more than enough breadcrumbs for me. 1 egg. Okay. The next thing is, people don't know, add moisture to the meat. Add ice cold water to your meatloaf. So I'm trying to hold back some of the ice, because I don't want the ice in it. I just want the cold water. So I add cold water into your meat. So I had about a 1/2 cup, about this much, and I put about majority of that whole cup. I might just finish the rest of that. I'm going to use my seasoning that have everything in it. So remind you, you don't need the onions, you don't need the green peppers and everything, because it's already in this. So I'm going to sprinkle it in there, liberal, because like I said, it has Caesar salt, black pepper, and a couple of other spices and other seasonings in it. It don't have a lot of salt, but it have a lot of fresh herbs. And I'm going to add that to my meatloaf. Yes, I use about maybe 2 tablespoons. And now, this is when you're going to use this, your digits. I call these my digits. So, we're going to go in and we're going to mix this together. So, and try to do it lightly without over mixing. Now I know that sprinkling in there, you probably was like, oh wow, that was a lot of seasoning kind of in the bottle, and she almost put a lot of that in there. Like I said, it's not loaded with a lot of salt, but it do have a lot of flavor. So right now I'm shaping my meatloaf, and I don't want to pack it in, so I'm doing it lightly. See how I'm like bringing it together like this, because I don't want to overwork the meatloaf. Now, a lot of people like to put ketchup on their meatloaf. Me personally, I love it in brown gravy. Like, I would do anything for some meatloaf in a nice brown gravy. Okay? Now, I'm going to show you how it looked when I shaped it. And I'm going to pat it down a little bit because it's going to shrink a little. So, you want to be careful when you do that. So, you want to pat it down some because it will shrink. So, I'm going to reverse the camera so you can see all the herbs and seasonings that's inside of the meatloaf. Let me see, could I do this? Okay, it's not really doing what I want it to do. So let me see if I can show you how the meatloaf look with all the seasonings. Okay, so right now I'm gonna get a cup of water. I'm gonna get a half a cup of water and put inside of my meatloaf. So I have about this much water, and I'm gonna pour around the meatloaf. That's gonna help me with my gravy. So, but I want my meatloaf in brown gravy. I add that liquid to the outside of my meatloaf so that as it's cooking, the juices and all the seasoning, everything's going to help with that. And that's going to add flavor. So later on when I start to thicken it up, that'll be my flavor and everything for my brown gravy. So I'm going to plug up my cooker. Now, this is something that I just do. I'm going to take it off because I don't want to add much. I'm going to just sprinkle this on top of my meatloaf, just so that it'll just, I don't know, just something that I do, just to add more seasoning around in the liquid, so it can be inside of the water as well. Love season everything, and then also on top, so as the meat starts to make its juices and drains out, it goes into the liquid and also help flavor that as well. Trust me, this is not a lot of seasoning. This is going to be perfect. So I'm going to actually put my lid on. Let's see if you can see this. And I'm going to turn it on oven. And I'm going to cook it at 350 degrees. It will actually shut off in 45 minutes. And that's when it's going to be done. I'm going to slice it and then make the gravy. I'm going to tune back in and I'm going to show you how it all looks when how it is. I'm going to slice it. I'm going to show you the inside so you can see all the herbs and all the green peppers and red peppers that's in the inside. And we're going to, you can see how all this turned out and how it looks. I'm glad that you tuned in to me. And like I said, this is the new season blend that I have. And it's actually called Nana's Southern Blend. This bottle is a 6.5 ounce bottle and it's going for $5. You can get this on my site as well as my aprons. Have a blessed day and thank you. Tune back in. I'll see you in a few minutes. Okay, you is in Nana's Southern Kitchen and I'm back. I just want to show you the end results of how the meatloaf turned out. This is my thick brown gravy. And I hope you enjoy cooking with me today. This is it. Yes. I'm actually going to put my meatloaf from buffet, and that's just going to keep it warm. I had a blessed time. I enjoyed cooking with you today, and y'all take care and have a blessed day and take care. Like I said, you can get this seasoning on my site or on my page, on my Facebook at Nana's Southern Cooking, on my Facebook. And this is the seasoned blend. It's called Nana's Southern Blend. And it's everything. See all those seasoning herbs and fresh onions and green peppers and red peppers and everything that's in it. I enjoy cooking with you today. So make sure you stay safe and God bless and have a blessed day. Bye. Okay, you're in Nana's Southern Kitchen. And I told you I'll be back to show you the final results of this plate. Yes, yes, yes. So this is what we end up making today in my kitchen. We made some dirty rice, some meatloaf and brown gravy, and I had made, you wasn't there when I made the string beans. I made that early, girl. But listen, these are some string beans with some smoked neck bones, to be honest, I know, with some white potatoes in it as well. This is my dinner for the day. I hope you have a blessed and enjoy the rest of your Wednesday. Stay safe, wear your mask, and until next time, let's do some good eating in my kitchen. Bye.